How is it going, everybody? This is Eddie and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today you might be thinking, because we're in this pillar, even though you already saw we're in the flat world, you might be thinking it's strange. Yeah, guess what? We're not on the server. We can probably get away with doing far. Yep. We're on the flat world, but I have recreated a bit of a pillar. Oh, I guess I kind of did need that. From the palace in the Let's Play, but that's not what this is about. This is not a Let's Play episode. This is a tutorial about the storage room that I'm going to be implementing in the Let's Play. So, as you can see here, I have some chests that are pretty high up. And yes, I can reach them. That is not the storage room. Oh, sneak peek. Not the storage room here. That's not the goal, to just put them high enough to reach. Because, it's hard to read the signs. What does that say up there? You don't know. We'll find out later. But the idea is that also that this would be taller and you couldn't reach them. And how do you reach them? So, I've developed a system and I will show you that. And if you stand on this cobblestone right here and you press any button, up, and away. And then you get to the level you want, and you click another button, and you stop. It fits nicely in the pillar for our Let's Play, because signs can go on either side. I didn't put any here, but to label them. And I'm also, I'm someone who carries a pick on me at all times. I think most people do. But if you don't, then just maybe put a pick somewhere in a chest around here, like in the ceiling, so that if you can just continue going up, and then you'll eventually hit the chest with a pick in it, and then you go down. I was trying to rig this up with sand, so that it would just all fall down afterwards, but that would require a whole lot of pistons. And it's better to do it this way, I think. Plus, you get a little cobble out of it, which can actually be kind of a bad thing. So, I've labeled these chests 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's head on up for these other ones. Oh, we good enough? 6, and diamond block, because I had one left over. So, just because I'm curious, I haven't actually tested this out. What happens when I go too high? You fall, and... Oh. That causes some damage. If you put obsidian, or... Oh, God, stop. Disaster! There we go. Of course, I don't need the pick, because I'm in creative mode, but that's fine. So yeah, that's it, and I'm going to build it for you now. Alright, this is a stick figure guy. So this is the wiring here, and there's more underneath, and it's not that intense. So there's probably ways to condense all of this, but whatever. So, the first thing I'm going to do, if I can look in here, is get piston, obsidian, redstone, get everything I need. Using the pick block function. Great function. Do I need any sticky pistons? No. Alright, so the first part of this whole thing is sorry, I always want to call it a monostable circuit, but it's a T flip-flop. If you don't know what a T flip-flop is, it basically, every time you turn it on and off, for instance by pressing a button or standing on a pressure plate and then getting off of it, it changes on and off. So in a sense, it turns a button into a lever, if you're going to be using just Minecraft objects. So the first thing I do is I put a hole in the ground with a redstone torch in it, not on any wall. That's important. Then, with this kind of spacing, with 2 blocks in between, I put 2 pistons. And for the wiring, we'll use my favorite block for wiring, the circle block. And then I make a corner or an L, upside down L. And so then I put a redstone torch on either end, and finally redstone ore on top. Now to test this and demonstrate it, you can simply put, like I said, it's a button to a lever, so you can simply put a button, not a block, a button there. It's kind of hard to see, but I should have picked a different block, my fault. So right now this is our output wire, and this is our input wire, but that's not as important. All you need to know for right this second is this is the output wire, so it's off. Alright, let's push the button, and it's on, and let's push it again, and it's off. So the way this works is these two pistons, because of the way piston behavior works, when this is on, they're both retracted. So, or when the input wire is on, they're both retracted. So I can show that like this, right? No, wait. Oh, yeah, right, okay. No, I was wrong about that, but point is, maybe I don't exactly understand exactly how this works, but point is that when you put power here on and off, the pistons retract and extend, and just because of the way Minecraft works, because obviously there's not enough room for both these pistons to be extended and for the block to be in there, the one that extends pushing the block will push the block into the spot where the other one is trying to extend, and the other one will not extend. So in other words, it switches back and forth the location of the block. And then with the hole in the ground, the torch will power the block, and when the block is powered, it will power the redstone on the output wire. Alright, so that's step one. Step two is to put this into a clock. Now if you don't know what a clock is, or a pulse maker as it's sometimes called, then I have made a video about that. And basically what it is it's something that does this. On, off, on, off. If you want a tutorial about various kinds of clocks and their possible uses, this one not included, check out the other video that I have on this channel. And basically the idea is that when it's on, when the T flip-flop is on, then the clock is not running. When the T flip-flop is off, it is running. Alright. So, that's good. Next what? Oh yes. Okay, next we're going to need to make an infinite cobblestone generator. This used to be my favorite Minecraft mechanic because it made me laugh about how silly it was to get infinite stone out of something, but that's not the point. So for this, I'm going to need, I don't need these, I'm going to need water and lava. Here they are. And for now, we'll just use dirt. Okay, so this is going to power a piston. And the idea of this piston, so let's turn it on. Right? Is to push the cobblestone that comes out of the cobblestone generator. Let's make it go as slow as possible. So it's going to push the cobblestone that comes out of the cobblestone generator away from the cobblestone generator. So we need the cobblestone to be right in front of this piston. So we can turn this off now. Come on. There we go. So my favorite cobblestone generator is one where there's a... It's like this. So the water... Oh, I got rid of the water. Whoops. Where's the water? There it is. The water flows into a hole and then drops down one block so that it doesn't continue going. And then the lava is placed... Not there, right? Yeah, okay. One block away so that when they meet right here, it creates cobblestone. pretty good, simple, it gets the job done, and it's small. So this needs to be elevated by 1. So that means right here, nope, sorry. No, I had it right the first time. That's where the lava needs to go. This is where the hole is going to be. And this needs to move over 1. That's where the water goes. So water flows in here. I think I got this right. Oh no! Oh crap. That can take forever to go away. Go away. I keep missing it. There we go. Oh, disaster. Yep, it just doesn't want to go away. Well, it made cobblestone. That was the goal. Alright, let me pour this in here. It lights up the place, so I guess I won't even need to go sleep. Yeah, I did it on purpose, see? Just giving you light, that's all. So let's test it. Alright, good. Now, let's test it with our clock. Perfect. But we don't want to create the this cobblestone going out in that direction. We want it to go up. So we have to change it so that it's going to go up. So alright, I'm going to sleep because kind of wait for the lava to get out of the way. But basically I think it's 11 blocks is the extent of a piston, or maybe it was 21 or something, I don't know. But point is, so it's going to go up right here. This is where the rising is going to happen. And once it reaches its maximum height, the one thing you don't want it to do is then for this piston to push it out once more and then make another row. Now that's great if you want to make a cobblestone wall of some sort, and that's cool. Or actually it would just unless you put more pistons pushing it up, then it would just create going like this. But that could, cause some weird problems in your building. You don't want it to interfere with anything. So the way to prevent that is to put a piece of obsidian behind where you want it to go up. And the idea behind this is that obsidian cannot be pushed by pistons. So now this lava needs to go. Go away, go away. Oops. Alright. So piston needs to go here. Now, originally when I was doing this, I was playing around with smart pistons. And some of them are able to be used with cobblestone generators in a way that don't require a redstone clock. And I thought, oh, that would be great. It saves a whole big chunk of wiring and it would be good. But you can't turn them on and off at will. They get stopped when they reach their maximum amount of blocks being able to place. So when it raised up all the way, that would be when it stopped, and it gets started again when you clear out this block. And that's not what we want, right? Because we don't want to have to dig down in here and clear out the blocks underneath it, like here and there and back down in there. You don't want to have to do that. Let's see it come. So yeah, anyways, you don't want to have to do that. You want it to just stay here. So here's the deal. I think I got away with, yeah, 1 tick after. Alright, so this clock is, doing its thing. And 1 tick after that piston goes, just fire this piston. Use the clock. So now this should successfully be doing what we want it to do. Alright, so the next part, let's stop that. Alright, so the next part is just to make your floor, which I'm not going to do the tower for this one because I doubt you're going to be building the same tower as me. So let's actually just make it a 3 by 3 No, let's not. We have to make it bigger, actually. Because we do need some walls for the button. You know what? Just for the sake of making it easy, actually. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We are going to do the tower just so that I don't have to figure out how I'm going to wire up the buttons. So we'll just do it like this, though. And we'll make we don't need to make the walls all the way around. We can just make some walls like that. And come on, there we go. Alright, good enough. So now the buttons. First button I put on the bottom, and then I went every other because I figured, you know, you probably wouldn't need to want to stop it with every block. So every other works. I'm sure you could even put one at the bottom and one at the top, and then maybe one in the middle, depending on how high. You're going to need more buttons if it's higher, and if it's going to be really short, like this height right here, I'd probably just do one at the bottom, one at the top, because you're always going to be within reach of one of those buttons, probably. Or we could just put one in the middle. But for the sake of wiring and showing how you can condense it if you need to, I'm going to do buttons every other. Okay, so as I said before, your input wire, come on, there we go, is this top one. So now is when that information is needed. So the first button is at this height, so we can just connect it like this. Right? So let's test it. Also, I should mention I put the buttons on either side for decoration, and they work. Either button works. So, working. Good. Might need to put a repeater somewhere down the line here, because this is a little bit farther away. This T flip-flop is a little bit farther away than this T flip-flop is. But anyways, so the next one's, so that one was right where the dirt block, next to the dirt block, and so the next one's going to be next to this dirt block. So what I did is I had the wire come out the other side, right, because this block is going to be the powered one, so you can, so you can either have it come out one side or the other. In other words, redstone here is going to get powered, you know, in this spot, as well as redstone in this column. So with this one, it's actually pretty easy. It's easier than my other one, because it's a little bit farther away, so you can just do it like that. Kind of just, oh, well, that too. So let's see. Perfect. Alright, one, or how many more? 2 more? Okay, so, oh, and again I switched it, and so I wasn't sure if this was going to cause problems, and so let's find out. No. Okay. My concern was that doing this so that the redstone, like right here, the redstone is going into the block, and right here it's turning at a 90 degree angle. So I was afraid that it wasn't going to pick it up, but I guess that's not a problem, so never mind. And the last one's at the very top one, right? So then you just wire it like, you know, like I just did, so that the button is leading down to the other one. And like I said, we might have problems because it might be more than 15 blocks, which it is not. But I have a suspicion that the top one will be. And if it is, then your column hopefully won't be 15 blocks, so you can just put a repeater right there. It is only a button, so the it doesn't matter that it's not like this doesn't have any timing to do with it. This right here, all it needs is to go on and then off, and then this will toggle. That's then the thing about the timing starts with the pistons, but you don't have any of that right in the wiring of the buttons. So, wait, am I doing that right? Last one's up there. Yeah. So that is going to cut it off. Cut off the wiring right there, see? So that wouldn't work. So what you're going to have to do is just find an alternative route to get to that same space. Broke this by accident, but as you can see here, that one looped around, and I must have broken... Oh, I broke the one with the buttons on it. Alright, so now let's try this one. Good. So the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Putting the chests. You cannot put chests in the same row as the buttons, which is unfortunate. Also, wait. Yeah, so like no chests here. And if you're not wiring things in the corner, you know, if it's just vertically, like if your buttons are going like this, right? Basically, all you have to do is wrap your wire around any way you need to. If you're not good at redstone, then, you know, make it all crazy and have each one go like 100 blocks one way, just so that you can wrap it around and get it down to this level here. Because all you need is to hook up each button. It could be all with separate wires, connecting at one point, but, you know, this one kind of trails down into basically one wire. And then you bring it to the input of the T flip-flop, and then when you push the button, it'll flip and flop it, or whatever you call it, and then start the clock, and your next button press turns it off. So, starting here, raise it on up to whatever level it is. What happened? Oh, I thought I wasn't going up. Oh yeah. Sometimes the pistons fire before any cobblestone can be created. And that's happening a lot. Wait. Yeah, so there's no cobblestone being made. And the reason for that is because this piston is going too frequently. So, as I showed in the clock video, you can prevent... Wait, I don't even know if I had that right. Did I have that clock right? Maybe I didn't. Alright. But anyways, this is how you extend a redstone clock, or make it go, yeah, extend it, you know, make it go slower. We can just make it go really slow, for, you know, so that we know it's going to work. Oh, forgot one. Oh, now it's not doing that one. Oh, well, fell through it. Oh, why isn't it doing it? There we go. Yeah, what the hell? It's taking a really long time for that cobble to be generated. Usually it's a lot faster than that, but, oh, you know why? It's because the pulse is so long, too. In other words, the piston stays extended for so long. The best way to do it wait, I can figure this out, is to line up a bunch of repeaters, I'm pretty sure, with just one tick. Maybe not. I don't know. But this one seemed to be working a lot better. I don't know why. I'm sure some people out there have a reason for it, and maybe you can tell me in the comments. Perhaps that has to be shorter. And then, so anyways, as I was saying before it kind of had a little hiccup, you know, you're up here, you reach the right height, press the button, and again, most people carry picks around with you. If you don't, then you're kind of out of luck on this one, so start carrying a pick around with you, if you're going to use this. And then you just dig down to be even with the floor, and there we go. My only regret about this entire thing really is that it has to be cobblestone, and you can't really generate anything other than smooth stone, which would require a really more intense generator that's bigger and, you know, requires more lava and stuff like that. And a smooth stone generator would look a lot better because I don't like cobblestone. So if you manage to use smooth stone generator, maybe you know, put a link to it in the or you know, put a video response or show me in the description of the video, because I think that would be pretty cool. And if you can find a way to do it cheap and effective, maybe I'll send people from this video over to your video, because that would be a nice change to this this setup here, so that you don't have to use what I view as really ugly cobblestone as your elevator, so to speak. The last thing I want to say about this before I go, and I think it's almost been about a half hour, so yikes, is that this is single player, and I don't know how this is going to behave on SMP, but as I said, this is going to be going in the palace of the Let's Play as a at least temporary storage room, most likely, maybe not immediately, but eventually it probably will be. And when it does, then I will you know, see if it works, obviously, because I'll be building it, and if it works in SMP, great. Maybe I'll leave an annotation in this video to say whether or not it does, or just watch the Let's Play videos, and then you'll figure out if it does or not. And then you know, I hope it does, but you know, never really know with this kind of thing. So yep, if you enjoyed this video, please show some support. I you know, always really appreciate it. And look for this in the Let's Play Palace, and look for more videos about Minecraft and, you know, in general, including this flat world. As you can see, we're starting to be covering a lot. Not everything has had a video, but I mean, I know that has. I know this has had 2 videos because I'm dumb. This has had one. No. This stuff has. This was my original first video right here. That's had a video. Oh wow, I'm beginning to see that we really have covered a lot. That has had a video. Huh. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my old things now. It's been not even that long and I still can't remember what it is. So yeah. But perhaps this video we will end back at the like original place for videos, or you know, my first video started and I think ended too here. We'll clean it up a little bit. And yeah. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.